Cronos just launched a few weeks ago, and right now projects are popping off left and right. You might have, for example, heard of VVS Finance on the DeFi wallet. But right now, I'm really looking at those hidden gems on the Cronos network. Projects with a low market cap, but great usability. These are projects that get still moon in this later bull cycle. So guys, in this video, we're going to check out a new project on Cronos called ChronoSwap. It's a new DEX, and in this video, we'll look at the website, the platform, take a look at the token and the tokenomics, and finally also take a look at the roadmap to see what you can actually expect from the team coming up in the coming months or maybe even years. So guys, let's get right into the video. After I provide you with some full transparency, I did receive some tokens by the ChronoSwap team just to check out the platform. Opinions are still my own, and I try to give you a honest review. So guys, if this is clear, let's get right into the video. You can find the project on chronoswap.org with a silent H. All links in the description down below. Over there, you will find the DEX with three main pillars: trading, farming, and pools. If we head over to the trading tab, you will find a layout similar to other projects. That's because ChronoSwap is a fork of PancakeSwap, which is the biggest DEX on the Binance Smart Chain. Because it's a well-known layout, well, it's a great start for this project. Trading, therefore, is also really easy. Select the coins that you want to trade, enable trading with these coins, and then swap on the platform. Currently, ChronoSwap only works with the MetaMask extension. If you don't know how to use the MetaMask wallet, let me know in the comments down below and I might make a video in the future. Trading itself is pretty cheap on the platform. Over here in this example, I trade 250 CNO, and to complete the swap, I pay a liquidity provider fee of 0.625 CNO. Do remember though, ladies and gentlemen, you are trading on-chain, not on a centralized exchange. Therefore, you will always need to pay a transaction fee to the chain as well. And I think currently on Cronos is getting pretty expensive, with give or take 1 Cro per transaction. Anyway, that is true for all projects on Cronos, so nothing per se bad for ChronoSwap. Once your transactions are confirmed, well, the real fun stuff can begin. If you head over to the Liquidity Provider tab, you can see all liquidity provided by you. If you haven't done so before, well, you can actually press Add Liquidity. Before we move on, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to mention that with liquidity providing, quite some risk is involved. For example, impermanent loss. If you have never done that before, guys, check out what liquidity providing is. I added a link to liquidity providing as a guide in the description down below. So again, do your own research before you move on. Adding liquidity itself is again rather straightforward. Put in the coins you want to provide liquidity as, check the current price, and then press supply. Once you have supplied liquidity, you will actually receive a liquidity provider token. This token is required to actually start farming, which we will explain right now. You might have seen before that ChronoSwap is offering some crazy APYs, and that is all happening on the Farms tab. Over there, we see all kind of different pools. So, for example, CNO and CRO, or CNO and USDC. Once you open a tab, you can actually click Stake LP. So you can stake your liquidity provider token that you just got by adding liquidity. Once you staked your LP, you actually start farming the CNO token. This is where it really gets pretty profitable because there are some crazy multipliers active right now. For example, if you supply CNO and CRO, you can get up to 500x the amount of CMO per block reward. Again though, be reminded, the more people that are staking in this pool, the more the reward per person will be dropping. So don't take this APR to the bank. Finally, ChronoSwap offers the option to stake in pools. The currently only available pool is manual CNO, so non-compounding staking of CNO. Again, this pool offers reward up to 900%, so pretty crazy again if you ask me. I hope in the future multiple compounding options will appear, but for now I think it's a great way to actually hodl your CNO. Overall though, ladies and gentlemen, I do think that ChronoSwap hits all the checkboxes to be a decent DEX. There are still a few minor things missing, like multiple wallet connection options and, for example, the auto compounding pool, but those are things that can be added or changed in the near future. There's nothing fundamentally flawed with the platform. However, one thing that is very important for this platform, and that is the CNO token. So let's right now talk about CNO. We can learn more about the CNO token in the ChronoSwap white paper, link again in the description down below. For example, we can see it's a CRC20 token running on the Cronos chain. But the most important information is right up top. There's currently no hard cap on the supply of CNO tokens, making it an inflationary token. This is, for example, in stark contrast to Bitcoin. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin in circulation. That is not the case for the CNO token. However, that's also not the case for example, Ethereum. So the question is, how bad is it really? Let's take a quick look at the current inflation rate. So right now, every block 2 CNO is created. And every day we create almost 29,000 CNO. Those 29,000 CNO are going 75% to farms and 25% to pools as rewards. To counter the inflation, there's also a deflationary mechanic. At present, 0.05% of trading fees have been used to buy back CNO and burn it, so it will disappear from the total supply. The total supply of CNO is currently 1.6 million. With the current rate of inflation, that might right near to 11 million near the end of 2022, almost tenfold in a year's time. However, the developers have mentioned they are thinking about decreasing the inflation rate. And of course, guys, if you are an early adopter, you could actually profit by being right now early and getting, of course, a lot of rewards by providing liquidity or staking in the pool. If you want to see some more details regarding the CNO price, well, you can head over to the DEX screener, link in the description down below. You can see over here a chart of CNO against CRO, but most importantly, you can see a dollar price, liquidity, and a fully diluted market cap. Especially that market cap, ladies and gentlemen, is so important. Projects below $1 million can go crazy in a very short amount of time. If you look at competitors like, for example, VVS Finance, their project currently has a market cap of give or take 120 million US dollar. The difference between the CNO market cap and the VVS market cap is nearly 280x. And those two platforms basically do the same. VVS Finance also got a pool, they also got farming, and they also got trading. So overall, they do the same thing, but the market cap is very different. Of course, that's due to marketing, that's due to partnerships with Crypto.com. But let's say if CNO and ChronoSwap would get any momentum and would give or take get the market share of 10% of VVS Finance, that would still be a 28x for the CNO price. And would that be achievable? That's of course the question. But I still think that currently the CNO token would be undervalued. But it of course depends on supply versus demand. However, if CNO takes off, it will take off very, very quickly. And with a 28x, that would go near to $10 with the current token supply. But of course, remember inflation. Then to conclude the tokenomics, guys, in my humble opinion, this is a typical farming coin. If you are early with these coins by staking or pooling, you can get a lot of these coins at a very cheap price. And therefore, guys, well, if the market cap is rising, this is a great opportunity. But okay, I do think the inflation rate is a tad high. But of course, that is necessary to attract more users. Then again, guys, I do think the market cap is the most important. If there are more mechanics for burning or there's less supply being created by lowering the emission rate per block, that would be great. But overall, more users, more trading, that is so far better right now than having a low emission rate. But finally, let's look at the roadmap because that's going to be very important for the future of this coin. The roadmap of ChronoSwap is pretty short but sweet as well. The end of 2021 is basically focused on finishing up the DEX. For example, listing more pairs, adding info and analytics to the page, and auditing the contracts finally. Also, what they will be doing is some marketing with NFT drops thanks to a partnership with Cronos Punks. Then for 2022, there are some quite hefty things coming up. For example, reducing the emission per block for CNO, so less inflation rate, a lottery system for burning mechanics, so even more or less inflation. Then also listings on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, and as well an NFT marketplace. good combination with the regular NFT drops, in my opinion. Then, really big things for Q2 of 2022. We'll see a launchpad, ChronoSwap becoming a cross-chain DEX, DAO token for governance, and also a listing on a central exchange, like for example, crypto.com. I don't know if they can keep up all these promises, but if they can, guys, it's a pretty big deal looking at the roadmap currently. Now you should know a bit more about ChronoSwap and the CNO token after seeing all the DEX, the general tokenomics, and also the roadmap. But guys, like I always mention, before you invest into anything, do your own research. For example, read the white paper. For me personally, guys, this is a high-risk project, like any cryptocurrency, but this one, of course, because of the low market cap. So I recommend a small allocation. Don't sell your house, don't sell your car. Keep a small allocation, for example, on this CNO token in the hopes it will moon, because the potential rewards are absolutely enormous. Anyway, if you've got any questions regarding ChronoSwap or the CNO token, leave them in the comments down below. And guys, if you're still not sure if you actually want to buy some CNO, there's still also an opportunity to get some free CNO with the upcoming airdrop ending on the 12th of December. The link will be in the description down below, but also check out their Twitter. Anyways, guys, if you want to see more projects on Cronos, let me know in the comments down below. I'd like to see more of these. If you have any recommendations as well, let me know as well. But that is me, that is Gentlecoin, and I will see you in a future video. Till then.